Check. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Graduation is an exciting time. It's both an ending and a beginning. It is warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. A very warm welcome to the convocation ceremony of 2022 Christ University for the graduates of School of Arts and Humanities, School of Business and Management, and School of Social Sciences. We at Christ University are honored to have you all here. I am Dr. Bindi Verghese from the School of Business and Management, your MC for this morning. This day is very special, and I know you're all very excited and you have all worked hard to reach this day. That spirit of achievement and special responsibility has defined this campus in its magnanimity ever since it has evolved as a university. Through its vision, mission, and core values, which means you are a part of a long line of Christ graduates. This is the occasion when your hard work, dedication, and sacrifices are finally recognized and rewarded. You have shuttled between challenging lectures, online and offline, with internal assessments. You've led clubs, played an instrument or a sport, you volunteered, you interned, you held down 1, 2, or maybe 3 jobs. You have made lifelong friends and discovered exactly what you're made of. Christ University has strengthened your sense of purpose and ambition. Reaching this milestone in life is indeed an achievement and an occasion for celebration. The ceremony today marks a rite of passage and is very solemn. Keeping this in mind, I would like to give you a few instructions to ensure that this ceremony is carried on in the highest standards of decorum and discipline. Please switch off your mobile phones and other devices and maintain silence during the formal proceedings. Kindly follow COVID-19 protocols by wearing masks while you are in the auditorium. This august occasion is indeed a moment to acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of those graduating today. While you applaud and warm cheers will add to their memories, kindly refrain from hooting or other forms of loud recognition. I also request the audience to remain seated till the very end of the program and respect the decorum of the university. The official photographer will be taking the photographs during the ceremony. Students and family members are therefore requested to refrain from photography or videography inside the auditorium. Do not, I repeat, do not remove your caps and throw them up into the air at any time during or after the ceremony. To receive your certificates, please enter the stage from my right, receive the degree from the Chancellor, pose for the photograph, shake hands with the Chief Guest and the Vice Chancellor, and then leave the stage from the other side. Please avoid talking after you have received your certificates, as it may be distracting to those who are yet to receive theirs. I wish to specially request all the graduates to maintain the decorum and silence, especially during the degree awarding ceremony. I request all students to remain seated till the end of the convocation ceremony in the auditorium. After the ceremony, you are reminded to return the robes immediately to the allotted rooms. I will now take you through the proceedings of the ceremony. Please refer page number 6 of the Convocation Handbook. As the procession enters the auditorium, you are requested to stand in silence. The procession will be led by the registrar, and the Coordinator, Office of Examinations, followed by the heads of various departments, Dean, School of Business and Management, Dean, Director, Bangalore Bannerghatta Road Campus, Pro Vice Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Chief Guest, and the Honorable Chancellor. This will be followed by the University Anthem and the lighting of the lamp while the University Choir sings the invocation song. Kindly refrain from clapping at the end of the song. Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Father Joe CC will then lead us in prayer. The audience is requested to remain standing till the end of the prayer. The prayer and pledge are on the page 7 of the Convocation Handbook. We shall now await the arrival of the dignitaries. The dignitaries have arrived. May I request the audience to kindly rise as the ceremonial procession enters the auditorium. The procession is led by the Registrar Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, bearing the national flag in his hand. He is followed by Dr. Praveen Babu, Coordinator, Office of Examinations, Bangalore Bannerghatta Road Campus, bearing the university flag. Followed by the heads of various departments, Dean Dr. Jane Matthews, School of Business and Management, Dean Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Bangalore Bannerghatta Road Campus, Director Father Biju Casey, Bangalore Bannerghatta Road Campus, Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Father Joe CC, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Father Abraham VM, our Chief Guest for the day, Ms. C. Shikha IAS, Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, Karnataka, the Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Father Paulachandi. Our national flag is symbolic of our desire to be responsible citizens, and the university flag stands for our devotion to the charism of education. May I humbly request Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Father Joe CC to lead us in prayer.
Lord our God, we thank you for you have loved us into life. In you we live, move, and have our being. You are the beginning and the end of everything that we are and do. Lord, we present before you these dear children of yours, whom you entrusted to our care a few years ago. Together with us, they have explored the realms of truth about themselves and the world. As they prepare to graduate into wider horizons of life, Lord, we place them back into your hands. They are yours, Lord. Keep them close to your heart. Infuse their hearts and minds with true wisdom, genuine love, and a burning desire to serve you and their fellow human beings with intellectual, personal, interpersonal, and societal skills they have imbibed over these years here at this university. Enable them to contribute their might through the virtues of excellence and service to make the world a better place for humanity and all of creation. Into your hands, Lord, we commend them, along with their hopes and aspirations for the future and their very lives. Amen.
Please be seated. This ceremony is a joyous occasion for the entire university, a time to rejoice, to praise, to honor, and to celebrate with each other the life of learning. May I invite Dr. Father Biju Casey, Director, Bangalore Bannerghatta Road Campus, to welcome the gathering.
A very good morning to each and every one of you gathered here to celebrate the graduation ceremony of 900 undergraduate and postgraduate students of Christ Bannerghatta Road Campus. As the director of this campus, I stand here with pride and exuberance to witness each of the Christite receiving their respective degrees, similar to the overjoyed parents who are gathered here to witness their child graduate. This ceremony is just the first milestone you have crossed. This memory, which you will cherish for the rest of your lives, is going to propel you towards greater achievements, higher degrees, and careers. Your journey as a Christite continues to a broader horizon after you are conferred with your degrees. So represent our university well, represent the values and standards inculcated in you, and set out in excellence, bringing pride to our fraternity. Before I proceed to welcome our dignitaries and guests, I extend my wholehearted appreciation to all the graduates. Let's all bask in the glory of your success. Your hard work, perseverance during the pandemic, and determination to overcome every obstacle is what led you to the successful completion of your degree. That mentioned, I now progress to deliver the welcome address for this convocation ceremony. The beacon of Christ deemed university is held by our Chancellor, Dr. Father Paul Achandi, CMI. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Father Paul has been a pivotal source to materialize the vision of our founder, Saint Kuriakos Elias Chavra, into reality. It's an honor to have his gracious presence on this auspicious occasion, and I extend my warm welcome to Father Chancellor. We have amongst us Ms. C. Shikha IAS, the Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, Karnataka. Ms. Shikha hails from Bhopal and belongs to the IAS batch of 2004. She has contributed to the state of Karnataka, taking up noteworthy responsibilities in the past as the Commissioner of Pre-University Education, as Chief Executive Officer of Zilla Panchayat Dharwad, as the Deputy Commissioner of Mysore, and so on. Wherever she has been commissioned, she has achieved exemplary merits. She has been awarded the Prime Minister's Award for the implementation of scheme under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. And during her tenure as DC of Mysore district in 2015, the city was declared as the cleanest city. Our chief guest, Ms. Shikha IAS, who has numerous commendations in areas of law and public order, landmark tests, and all the flagship programs of Government of India and State of Karnataka, has graciously accepted to grace this convocation ceremony with her presence. I most warmly welcome her and consider it a privilege for the entire university to have such esteemed personality as our guest of honor. We welcome you, ma'am. Our Vice Chancellor, Colonel Dr. Father Abraham VM, has been our colossal support for all the activities of the university, be it academic or cultural. He is the strong binding rope who connects the management, faculty, staff, and students. Father Abraham, with his down-to-earth personality and magnanimity, has never failed to encourage honest effort. I heartily welcome our Vice Chancellor to this graduation ceremony. It's a great pleasure to welcome the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Christ Deemed University, Dr. Father Jos C.C. Father Jos is renowned for meticulous work conduct, who ensures punctuality in meeting deadlines in every responsibility he undertakes. I extend my welcome to Father Jos for this august gathering. Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, the Registrar of Christ Deemed University, is a well-familiar name to all of us, and we all remember him as a vibrant personality who tirelessly works towards achieving university's motto of excellence and service. Dr. Pinto has been a major inspiration when he puts forth remarkable ideas and efforts to various functionalities of the university. I welcome Dr. Pinto to this congregation and for adding value with his presence. Dr. Praveen Babu, Coordinator, Office of Examinations, Bannerghatta campus, has worked in conducting examination meticulously semester after semester. It is the prompt effort of the exam office in initiating valuations and publishing the results, which guarantee a seamless set of students graduating every year. I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Praveen Babu to this favorable gathering. The Dean of Bannerghatta campus, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, I am sure, is overwhelmed with pride. We both share the pride in witnessing this successful bunch of graduating students from this university. Dr. Jyoti Kumar has fostered important values and principles to all students whenever she addresses them, and I am sure her advice and guidance has impacted each of them to carry forward in their lives. I extend my ebullient welcome to Dr. Jyoti Kumar to this event. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Jane Matthew, Dean School of Business and Management, who has joined to celebrate this occasion with us. We welcome you, sir. The heads of the department and all the faculty have ensured their presence to motivate and cheer their students. I joyfully welcome all the teachers and join them in celebrating the success of our students. Every parent of the graduating Christites today is seated here, overjoyed and eager to see their wards on stage to receive their certificates. Without them, this ceremony is incomplete. This is also the source of their encouragement, contribution, and unlimited dedication as parents. I am overjoyed to welcome all the parents and family members who have gathered here for the convocation ceremony. Mr. Jugnu Oberoi, the alumni president, Christ Deemed University, has been a constant support in numerous ways of the university's growth. I'm happy to welcome Mr. Jugnu to this occasion. The most important people of this congregation are the graduates. You are the heroes and sheroes of this year, and we are overjoyed to take part in celebrating your success. We appreciate your hard work and dedication, and this entire ceremony is a demonstration of how you are valued in this prestigious university. Without you, this event is incomplete. I joyfully, heartily welcome each and every graduating student to this convocation ceremony 2022. On that note, I remain thank you.
The spirit of leadership is the aptitude to translate vision into reality. Dr. Father Abraham VM, who has been the driving force and the inspirational voice for the remarkable growth and transformation of our institution. I take immense pleasure in inviting our Honorable Vice Chancellor to address us and thereafter request Father Chancellor to declare the convocation ceremony open.
Reverend Dr. Father Paula Chandi, the Chancellor, Mishika, the Chief Guest of the Day, Father Joe C., the Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, the Dean, Father Dr. Bichu K.C., the Director of this campus, respected members of the faculty, dignitaries, Mr. Jugnu Oberoi, the alumni president, my dear parents and dear Christites. It is my great pleasure as Vice Chancellor to welcome you to this graduation ceremony of Christ University. This is not only the day which marks the end of your long academic journey at Christ University, but also the day we can celebrate together having come back after a 2-year break to a normal semester on campus, where you have come out as winners, and here you are today, ready to receive your certificates as a result of your resilience and hard work. Congratulations to the class of 2022, parents, teachers, and everyone who contributed to this academic journey successfully. Our university is known for many things. The most important among them is the quality and caliber of you Christites, followed by your kindness in social service and good behavior and good confidence and your academic excellence and your vibrant spirit. As you step out of the portals of this great institution, remember to uphold our tradition and legacy of 53 years and allow that Christ-like spirit to survive. Most importantly, come by Christites as alumni and as role models for the next generations of students coming here. I'm sure you are concerned about the future of our nation, of democracy, and our lives because there are many challenges thrown at us in this changed, new normal, post-pandemic world. We need to overcome them, reach our goals. Very importantly, feel happy about our achievements and not let anyone or anything undervalue our success and happiness. The global pandemic has illuminated harshly the vulnerabilities and challenges that humanity faces in the changing times. It has provided a clear picture of existing inequalities and a clearer picture of what steps forward we need to take, mainly in education. Dear graduates, I would like you to be leading change agents that this new world needs today. You are particularly suited to the task of building an optimistic new world order because communities like yours don't just happen. They are formed and strengthened by people coming together in very specific ways. You have been part of that here, and when you leave Christ University and become leaders, yes, you will lead, and you are destined to lead. You can make the communities you join and the communities you form stronger by instilling hope for a better life, harmony, and social change. It is evident that we cannot return to the world as it was before. One of the strongest messages of the pandemic times was that our common humanity necessitates global solidarity. Whatever future decisions you make from today, remember that you have a huge responsibility of not just building your life, family, and community, but that of the nation and the global community as well. You have trained adequately here to become conscious citizen scholars, and now it is a time to use that training to make your life of significance to the world, not just successful. As Christites, I want you to exercise a strengthened commitment to education as a common good. What I mean is that never think that your learning phase is over. Be a lifelong learners and create awareness in your places of work, of study, that we are educating not just children and young people, but we are educating publics. Take this as a mission for the future. Education is our most important vehicle to ensure individual and societal flourishing. I'm sure every class, every meal, every get-together that you have had here during your stint here now connects you to each other and to Christites everywhere. There is so much pride and unity and a deep sense of identity that you will take away from Christ. When life puts obstacles in our path, we will need support systems, and we should know how to ask for help. This is never easy, and it takes strength to rely on others. There are times to lean in for others, and there are times to lean on to others. This is your legacy, my dear Christ ties. You will carry it with you, that capacity for finding strength in yourselves and building strength in the people around you. Build collaboration, solidarity, and collective action for the common good, the communities you join and the communities you form. And above all, find gratitude for the gift of life itself and the opportunities it provides for meaning, for joy, and for love. Congratulations and more power to all of you. March on, Christ eyes. March on. Thank you. I remain. Dear Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to declare the convocation ceremony open.
This convocation ceremony of Christ deemed to be university has been called to award the degrees to the candidates who, in the examinations held for the purpose, have been certified to be worthy of the same. I declare the convocation ceremony open. Let the candidates for the various degrees and different deaneries be presented.
May I now call upon the Registrar, Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, to present the candidates to the Honorable Chancellor. I request all the students to please stand up.
Father Chancellor, I wish to present to you the candidates named in the list of degrees for Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, Master of Arts and Master of Tourism and Travel Management in the schools of Arts and Humanities, Social Sciences and Business and Management. They have been examined and found qualified for the said degrees to which I pray they may be admitted. I invite the faculty members to present their candidates to receive the degrees from the Chancellor by reading out the names. I request the candidates for the award of degrees to come in the order in which the programs and the names are called. The students may please be seated.
I now call upon the students of BA in Economics, Media Studies and Political Science. Pragati Madhogaria. Pragati is the best outgoing student of the School of Social Sciences, as well as the first rank holder of EMP with a CGPA of 3.84. Ajit Nair. Hemant SV. Keegan Sean Kennedy. Kevin George. Naitik Tulpule. Naman Brar Jain. Tanoy Sengupta. Arushi Paliwal. Anaushka Dilip Kumar Chorgasti. Anubhuti Roy. Anukta. Apurva Krishna. Vartika Chaudhary. Ichain Norchang Bhutia, Garima Agarwal, Ishika Trikatri, Komal Moore, Malavika Menon, Muskan Khemka, Pragati Abhay Samrani, Sai Shreya Nellore, Disha Sarda, Satya Kumari, Soumya Unhelkar, Stuti Garg, Talat Rais, Tessa Anthony, Pragya Pandey, Nobel Shaji, Shibangi Podar, Krishna KR, Abhiti Agarwal, Jog Siddharth Rajiv, Hamjakma Rungriang, Dishan Rajsekhar Mane, Sharon Spurti S. I now call upon the students of BA in English, Political Science and History, Arjun Kumar, Ashwin Babu M, Devdut Basure, Deepak Raj Gupta, Emmanuel Filbert, Jagdishwaran K, Janamani Padma Sambhavre, Ninad Ganesh Prabhu, Reet Sen, Shaurya Negi, Siddhit Depur Kayastha, Syed Sadiq, Adharva CS, Eshat Saha Sabha, Akanksha Kalita, Anjana Kulsum SN, Ankita G, Anushka, Anushka Puranik, Lakshmi Priya Vijayan, Mahima Kaushal, Mansa Rao, Melanie Thoitak Chiru, Muskan Jaswal, Navya Narayanan, R. Gauri Lakshmi, Ranjana K, Sakshi Marodia, Seren K. Anthony, Srikanta Madhumala, Sunidhi Singh, Vaidehi Jha. I now call upon the students of BSc Psychology Honours, Inshira M, Inchira is the first rank holder with a CGPA of 3.98. Alhad Roth, Anthony Kuruvilla Chakiyat, Aryan Kalpavriksh, Brian Abbey Thomas, Harshit Kumar Gupta, Kaushik Pandian B, Manas Murthy, Marvin Ritik Paul, Matthew Robin, Moksh Grover, Nachiket S.R., Naren KB, Navneet Krishna A. Unmesh, Nijal Manoj, Prashant Vimalesh, Prateek Venkatesh, Revu Das Gupta, Supreet Sudhindra, Yash Milind Shah, Akhila Shri Kumar Palayal, Amina Shubham, Amruta S. Sasindran, Ananya Singh, Anika Mandar Gupt, Anjana Alex, Anushka Jindal, Anya Kurian, Ashmita Nandi, Christina Grossi, Deepanjali R, Dhyanvi Shimanand Hiremat, Elizabeth Tommy Joseph, Isha K. Jain, Eva Grace John, Ezra Verghese, Ishana Grace Matthew, Jane Amanda Kingsley, Jeffy Achako, Linda Mary Matthew, Vansha Grace Pati, Mithali Jain V, Neha V. Prabhu, Nivriti Sriram, Pallavi Radhakrishnan, Rebecca Mariam Manoj, Rebecca Rachel Joseph, Reshma Ramakrishnan, Ritika George, Riya Deepak Sheth, Ruchika Mishra, Sahana S. Deshpande, Savya Kavar, Sandra Jose, Sandra Sajeev, Sanjana Menon, Sharon Miriam David, Sharon Roger Fernandez, Shilpita G. R, Shruti Paresh Jain, Snigdha Sinha, Srinidhi Goturu, Trisha Singh, Vrinda Binu Vinod, Ankita Raj, Shreya K, Surbhi M. I now call upon the students of BA English Honours, Kavya Michidi. Kavya is the best outgoing student of the School of Arts and Humanities, as well as the first rank holder of English Honours with a CGPA of 3.94. Aman Raj Samanta Rai, Ankit Bharadwaj, Apurv Devgiri, Aryan Gulati, Aryan Yadav, Ashin Adeshinu, Chetas Balgopalan, Dev Soni, G.V. Varun, George Francis Matthews, Hari Vishnu R, Krishnan Makara, Mohit Dungdung, Nixon Saju, Pranjal Prasad, Sanket Sharma, Shalom Sabu, Vishal S. Thomas, Abhirami P.S., Akshaya Sajamon, Elena Johnson, Anushrita Chakrabarti, Apeksha Ghimire, Arishi Sood, Brahmneet Kaur Narula, Brinda J, Jency Alex, Joshna Joy, Malivika Manoj C, Mehul, Minu K. Jose, Niharika Vinod, Perlin Febina A.V., Polumi Ghosh, Riya Sohini, Sanjana Satish, Sanjana Vijay Kumar, Shamaita Samanta, Shinsi Joy, Sneha Anna Matthew, Steffi Susan Benjamin, Tanvarat Noag Muam, Tanmay C.S., Priscilla Phil, Elena Ghosh, Manisha Tuteja, Aditi Srivastava, Irma Sharma, Karen Lydia S, Gayatri Jaikumar,
Congratulations to the graduates. Now I call upon the students of the program of BA Economics Honours. Anoki Pritesh Desai. Anoki is the first rank holder the Economics Honors Program with a CGPA of 3.88. Advait Navate, Ashwin Krishna, Dhairya Prakash, Govindan J, Harshit Gupta, Judah Ruham Chelapa, Kumar Sarthak, Mayank Manoj Raut, Nishit Abhay Patil, Rishabh Fowler, Samat Srivastav, Dilip Kumar Singru, Sparsh Sharma, Sufi Pasricha, Thomas Kanantara, Aditi Singh, Amrita Das, Kripa Grace Matthew, Maithili Thakur, Nandini De Chaudhary, Pratiksha Jena, Ritika Das Gupta, S. Manaswini, Sagarika Bopanna, Sahana Ramprasad, Sahana Suraj, Unnati Tolani, Aryan Guniti Davar, Devyansh Shukla, Atvik Pal, Abhishek Das, Abhishek Ambastha, Achyut Manu, Aditya Nariel, Aditya Pratap Verma, Amitav Raut, Aryan Kumar Chopra, Divya Khare, G. M. Shibi, Joel George Marni, Kabir Angrish, Kunal Singh, Meet Agarwal, Neil Mathur, R. Harigopal, Ribushankar Anand, Shashwat Ahuja, Surbit Kaul, Uzair Muzaffar, Vaibhav Mahajan, Vibraj Singh Chauhan, Vishnudat Yes, Archisha Chaudhary, Abhilasha Anand, Aditi Mishra, Akila Zacharias, Akriti Ansha, Ameya Ann Thomas, Anubhuti Singh, Bhavini Saraf, Fatima A, Janvi Zarotia, Catherine Yendrambam, Ahuja Srihari, Ruhi Shanavaz, Vandana Nandakumar, Ritisha Saha. Now I call upon the students of the program BA Journalism Honours to come and collect their certificates. Nupur Nilesh Kumar Bosnia, she's the first rank holder, the 3.84. Aviral Srivastav, Joshua Charles, Palash Srivastav, Pranav Arora, Pratik Jain, Ujjant R, Vishnu Jotsi, Aishwi Goswami, Abhigya Ranjan, Akaksha Singh Payak, Amulya Shri Harsha, Ananya Kedia, Bhavya Kullar, Isha Upadhyay, Kushi Bhisht, Kushi Singh, Malvika Dangwal, Muskan Jain, Rohini Raghunathan Nair, Noshin Tusu, Navya Chaturvedi, Pavni Ahuja, Priya Rani, Sai Sneha N, Somanshi, Spurti H. Desai, Shraddhanjali Chetri. Now I call upon the students of the program BBA Tourism and Travel Management to come and receive their certificates. Meda BP, Meda is the first rank holder with a CGPA of 3.78. Adarsh Manav Mohanty, Aditya Kumar, Amog Jalnapurkar, Arham Jain, Debanjan Tarafdar, Edison Wesley Eugene, Enston Xavier, Mehul Aryan Kashyap, Venkatasai Tanuj, Rishabh Arya, Rupesh Magar, Sagar S. Christopher, Sangeet Charles, Sanjay S. Nair, Santosh Prem Kumar, Satak Gupta, Saw Roland Se, Srihari KV, Sudarshan Balasubramaniam, Sering Sange, Vatsal Kirwal, Vivek Ramshankar Rao, Yadu K. Damodaran, Yash Maheshwari, Anusya Menon, Anushka Datta, D.R. Gauri, Jamila Ashik Salam, Jessica Merlin, Mansi A. Jadhav, Mitali Tiwari, Nikita Rai, Pavitra S., Purna G., Priyanka Michael, Ritisha Jain, Prajakta Mohan Sardesai, Soumya Rose Verghese, Shalini Paul, Surabhi Rai, Vaishnavi Singh, Vanshika Jain S., Akshat Jain, Bannerghatta Ashish.
I now call upon the students of the program BBA Honours to receive their certificates. M. Pragna. Pragna has secured the first rank with a CGPA of 3.96. Abhijit Srihari, Aditya Banerjee, Ankit P., Argo Mandal, Avir Ungta, Chandan T., Chirag Khemka, Devansh Agrawal, Dhruv Kola, Gaurav Jain V., Harshul Bajoria, Ishit Pankaj Karia, Jatin Bajaj, Karan Paresh Pai, Mansha Mananal Haq, Mayur Malgher, Naman Jain, Nived Krishna Tavariyal, Nulu Srinivas, Padmanabhani Mohit Surya, Pankaj Lochan Vinod, Pranay Tyagi, Pranshu Chokani, Raghav Arora, Rahul Kaushal, Rishabh Tariani, Rohit Menon, Shivansh Gupta, Sparsh Atri, Srivatsa Kumar, Varun S., Ashlesha Holla, Ayushi Mishra, Bolam Mohana Venkata Satyakirtana, Eva Jose, Harsha Agarwal, Isha Chaudhary Agrawal, Janhavi D. Kotari, Manvi Jain, Mahita Kani Yu, Mansi Gupta, Muskan Mittal, Nitya Gupta, Rachel Rosaria S, Samanvita Subramanya, Sneha P, Tamanna Keswani, Titi Shah, Uttara Rajendra Prasad, Vaishnavi Kaur, Vibha yes, Yukta Shri Hui, Arya Atyasha Mohapatra, Ankita Gupta, Anika Hazariwala. Students of Section B, Ayushi Periwal, Amok Sharma, Anirudh Panchanathan Ramakrishnan, Aryan Nagpal, Atreya Giridharan, Azim M. Chashmawala, Bhupesh M, Dhyaneshwar G, Dhruv Sulana, Ekam Bihar, Gaurav Agarwal, Gurpaksh Singh, Harsh Dinesh Punamia, Hrithik Jindal, Kanish Gangrade, Kumar Shri Sai Abhishek Kompa, Kushagra Babar, Mandeep Singh, Mayank Agarwala, Nikhil Bajaj. Nikhil Bajaj is the best outgoing student from the School of Business and Management. Prakhar Jain, Pranav Garg, Rahul Mehta, Rahul Pradeep Pulikotil, Saket Kumar Lat, Shakti Kumar P, Tane Gadia, Venkatasai Saket Kuta, Yatarth Wadhwa, Anjali Bansal, Anshul Redkor, Anupriya Bartwal, Anusha Mishra, Anushri Rastogi, Anvi Goel, Datta Sparshita, Gauri Bhatnagar, Guram Chamuna Chaudhary, Ishika Todi, Kushi Botra, Manvi Agarwal, Ritika Anand, Ritika Vora, S. Aishwarya, S. Sahana, Sayu Shubhashriya Majeti, Shraddha Goel, Shruti Tapadia, Smriti Rego, Sneha Niyogi, Vaishnavi Vedantam, Vrinda Mansharamani, Yashvita Murmuria, Matthew Kaniche, Ahana Sharma, students of Section C, Abhamit Panigrahi, Abhinav Sachan, Aditya Gopal, Aditya S. Rao, Amok Asawa, Anand Khandelwal, Anshuman Agarwal, Anudeep Mehti, Ayush Ganesh Kamath, Chaitanya Mittal, Dev Jai Singhani, G. Kushal Reddy, Garv Sarkar, Gurusimar Singh Oberoi, H. A. Anup, Himavan Pranav A.L., Karan Baka, Krishnakant Soni, Manav Agarwal, Nileshwar Pramod, Patil Prajwal Nirmal Kumar, Piyush A. Jain, Rahul Rai, Sahil Ali, Shashwat Das, Sharma Vishal Rakesh, Shreyas Narsinha Gram Purohit, Shubham Sultania, Siddhant Duderia, Soham Shah, Trinapa Ashe Mukadam, Vipur Rastogi, Vishal Maheshwari, Abhigna S. Jagirdar, Bangaru Bala Hamsita, Chanchal Dangi, Isuti Agarwal, Himanshi Patidar, Meda Vasudev, Muskan Sharma, Nandini Rati, Neeta Venkatesh, Neha Cherian, Nidhi M. Bhaskar, Nishita Agarwal, Pavitra Keyar, Pratik Shakanan, Praveena C, Rakshita Kapoor, Rashi Gulgulia, Sanjana Hotur, Sarlana Sai Sushmita, Saturi Vanshika, Shruti Jain, Sukshma Upadhyaya, Yash Jain, Ujjwal Shah, students of Section D, Vice Harshan Jangu, Sulaksh Guleria, Shashank Gangwar, Ronit Singla, Rhythm Jalan, Rahul Sebas Matthew, Purnus Abraham, Vanshika Dogra, Pradyuman Kumar, Piyush Bhartia, Mohit Gangwani, Kunal Kapoor, Kuldeep Mund, Kalpa Pranay Rai, Kamesh R, Kishore Darshan S, Harshad Kumar Gupta, Hardik Rajiv Arora, Dhruv Halawat, Dev Devaya, Chandan V, Brahmjot Singh Kharbanda, Ayush Porwal, Anshul Chaudhary, Ansh Jain, Anand Gopal Tadich, A. Stephen Arnold, Anshal Kakani, Aditya Vasunandan, Garima Kaur Sandhu, Isha Madik, Ishita Kandelwal, Khushi Ahuja, Mehak Manhas, Muskan Agrawal, Muskan Sardana, Nikita Arora, Nityashri M, Pearl Annalisa, Prachi Parwal, Prerna Raj, Priya Teresin GM, Pushyara Dwarampudi, Riya Ketan, Soumya Sarashraf, Shraddha Mishra, Siddhi Sethia, Supraja N, Tapasya Girish Kumar, Titi Bala, Vibha Gaur, Yukti Handa, Rohit Saini, Aryaman Jaiswal, Umang Lunawat, Gokavarapu Bhargav Kumar.
I now call upon students of the program BBA Finance and International Business to receive their certificates. Pratika DJ. Pratika has secured first rank with a CGPA of 3.42. Students from Section A, Aishna Chopra, Abbas Rangunwala, Abhimanyu, Aditya Pandey, Akshar Katyayan, Alan Boney George, Anita Williams, Mehul Tuli, Anisha Satpati, Arya Patel, Athira Nair, Bhargav V, Catherine Thomas, Devika Biju, Dhwani Ramaswamy, Diya Verma, Diya Suresh, Ekshika DR, Gagan A, Harshita Narayan, Harshita Saraf, Hussain Kanchwala, Ishan Rajgrihir, Jose Paul Nelaseri, Jyotsna Agarwal, Kabir Arora, Kambapati Rohit Datta, Khushi Altani, Kisha Gupta, Krishna Gilada, Manan Malik, Maria Jose, Matthew Sebastian, Mayank Harsh Binani, Mohammad Ulayat, N. Shreya, Niharika Sanjay, Nitya Datta, Nupur Jethi, Parin Agarwal, Pradyuman CM, Rajit R, Praneeth Jain, Pranjal Soni, Rahul Dang, Riddhi Chandok, Rishik Rajpal, Ritvik Joshi, S. Abhishek, Shaunak Sameer Dahiprate, Shivam Madan, Shivansh Agarwal, Somjit Home Roy, Saurabh Atal, Sukhmani Bedi, Sayyid Niamatullah Saad Mehdi, Tanishq Goyal, Pranab Singh, Tushar Nayak, V. Vishnu Kumar, Vaishali Hasija, Vishakha Rathi, Vivek K, Rishabh Mahesh Yavagal, Yatharth Sethi, Pratyush Kashyap. Students from Section B, Aditya Chandrakant Gaikwad, Aditi Srivastava, Aditya Pradeep, Aditya Singh Rajawat, Akash Prakash Pamnani, Anisha Sidhu, Anurup Gupta, Anvay Joshi, Archit Goyal, Arjun Mukherjee, Batula Madhuri, Bhavishya Agarwal, Dikshita C, Dhruv Rathore, Disha Chaudhary, Divyansh Modi, Dia Fabiola Fernandez, Gaurav Patidar, Gaurav Subhash Jha, Gande Venkat Sai Manikanta, Gupta Vedant Krishna, Gurushman Singh Bhatia, Ishpreet Singh, Kanisha, Karnam Shri Raghav, Kartikeya Singh, Kuljeet Singh, M. Amulya Prasad, Nitya Pankaj Majithia, Om Sugur, Parkhi Gupta, Ratika Gupta, Rikita Rachel Alexander, Rishikesh Dheer, Rohit Changani, Rohit Krishna Rajivan, Roshan Walia, Sayam Ahuja, Shivam Sethi, Soumya Gandotra, Sujal MJ, Tanishq Kiran Prabhu Konkar, Vaibhav Golani, Vaibhav Jain, Vimich Shiny Rodriguez, Ritika Garg, Justin Saji Edur, Adusumili Chaitanya Shankar Naidu.
I now call upon the students of the program MA English and Cultural Studies to receive their certificates. Harnoor Kaur. Harnoor is the first rank holder of the program with a CGPA of 3.79. Aditya Shivam. Akash Victor S. Arjun M. Bonnie N. Bobby. Sangeet Alex Abraham, Sanjay Pandey R, Arushi Shubham, Arya Menon R, Ayushi Chakravarti, Amandeep Kaur, Anjida K.A., Anushka Bose, Anshika Ganju, Catherine Mary Joseph, Farsana A, Deepika K, Pungodi K.M., Kavya Ashok, Lily Sushmita Bara, Liana Puduvalasheri, Lois Christy John, Mary Ann Mejo, Mary Merlin James, Minati Panda, Musamil Tabassum Nas, Pragya Kalsi, Praditi Saha, Riha Giri, Rivi Joseph, Sneha Vijay, Topil Sanjana Sebastian. Sanjana is the best outgoing student of MA English and Cultural Studies program. Shroto Visha Malik, Sayantini Chakravarti, Sharon Serravo, Shekina Glory T, Shreya Gupta, Simran, S. Sujata, Talesera Prachi Suresh Kumar, Tania Joy, Yukta S, Ayush, and Prida Singh Kushwa. I now call upon the students of the program Master of Tourism and Travel Management to receive their certificate. Nada Sri Lakshmi Sushmita. Sushmita is the first rank holder of the program with a CGPA of 3.69. Aratrik Das Gupta, Ashwin Chand, Austin Babu, Kaushik RR, Lalchuan Ma Shuangte, Mehta Harsh Deepak Kumar, Potnuru Sri Sai Likhit, Rakesh S, Rishabh Dev Mishra, Rohit V. Raj, Rudresh Dubey, Rushabh Vishwas Joshi, Sanat V.S., Sanal K. Sanal is the best outgoing student of Master of Tourism and Travel Management program. Sesha Sai R. Sherbo Baban B.S. Avantika Agarwal. D. Hinia Fuse. Dharani A. G. Geetpriya. Judy Christina. K. Aishwarya Shashidharan. Kirtana Tulips D. Kinera Reddy. Koti and Sania Sunil. Prachi Kerketa. Priya Mishra. Rosmi Thomas. S. Rashmi. Sitara Roy. Shraddha Vivi. Vanshika Power. Gauri Harish. Candice Sara Antonio. Rohini Sirohi. Vaishnavi Sharma. Rohit Jagdab. And Shreyash Nitai Sharma. Thank you.
I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor to kindly invite Father Chancellor to confer the degrees.
I request all the candidates for the various degrees to kindly stand up. I invite Father Chancellor to confer admission of degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Christ deemed to be University, I hereby admit you to the various degrees having been examined, certified, and approved by the university and different deaneries. I prevail on you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourself worthy of the degree awarded.
Please remain standing. In your convocation ceremonial handbook, please turn to page 7 for the graduation pledge. I request the Dean, Bangalore Bannerghatta Road Campus, Professor Dr. Jyoti Kumar, to administer the pledge.
Please keep your right palm close to your heart and repeat the pledge after me. As a graduate of Christ deemed to be university, I promise to uphold the dignity, honor, and prestige of this university. I will cherish the core values and graduate attributes inculcated in me in this temple of learning and will uphold them in the journey of my life. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all. I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the advancement of learning, for the well-being of humanity, and for public good. I will strive to create a better society with a sense of fairness, social justice, and environmental responsibility. I will follow the path of righteousness with respect to all ethical considerations, to prove myself a worthy citizen of my country. As I leave the portals of my alma mater, I promise to carry on the good tradition that I belong to in whatever I do, strengthened by the mission and guided by the vision of excellence and service. I take this pledge by reaffirming my faith in God Almighty, who will always be my guiding spirit.
You may please be seated. Hearty congratulations to all the young graduates. I hope your dreams take you. I hope your dreams take you to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. Christ Community is very pleased and proud to have Ms. C. Shikha, IAS, Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, Karnataka, as our chief guest for the day. Ms. Shikha has accumulated extensive experience in handling matters connected with the maintenance of law and public order, land matters, and implementation of flagship programs of Government of India and Karnataka in areas of public transport, energy, education, and infrastructure development. May I now request our esteemed chief guest to deliver the convocation address.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Chancellor Dr. Father Achandi, Vice Chancellor Father Abraham, Father Jose, Dr. Anil Joseph, Dr. Praveen, the very popular Dean Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Dr. Matthew, heads of department, faculty members, students who are graduating today, and all dear friends, and your family members, very proud family members who are sitting up there and clicking your photos when you are receiving your degrees. It's a great honor to be with all of you today on your convocation day. It's a very important day because on this day, the society acknowledges all the hard work you have put in, the stiff competition you would have faced to get admission to this prestigious institute, the various tests and exams during your degree course, living up to the expectations of your faculty members, and also living up to the legacy of this institute. Very well done. Hearty congratulations to all of you, and best wishes for the exciting path ahead. On the day of my convocation, even mobiles had just started trickling in, right? Smartphones were unheard of. But, or maybe on the day of graduation of my parents, semiconductor, solar panels, these all were unheard of. Technology has made such speedy progress in last 70 years. Even it is much greater than what happened in last 2000 years. That is the progress which we have seen in last few years. But there is always a flip side to technology. And one of those is the extensive occupation of us with social media, right? How much time we are spending on it. It's almost like we are living two lives. One the actual one, and one the Facebook, Twitter one. So, it's like, you all know that the apps built are so addictive. They are designed to be addictive. It's like you get a kick when you eat pani puri, right? But can you be eating pani puri all the time? So, yes, somebody said yes. What consequences it will lead to your health? Similarly, this ever pervasive social media, it is having impact on our creativity and our mental health. All we are saying here is we should audit our diet on social media. We can't stop it, right? It's also a necessary evil. But can we make a safe kind of practice of how much time we are spending there, how much time we are spending for other creative activities? So that is one message which I would like to give you on this important day. The second would be dream big, dream lofty. Have aspired for great things and work hard towards achieving it. Thomas Alva Edison thought of electric lamps. Henry Ford dreamt about carriages which are not driven by horses, and he invented automobiles. Columbus, he dreamt about undiscovered land, and he discovered it. Similarly, one should never stop dreaming big, dreaming lofty. But then there is one bad news. Just dreaming will not make us successful. We have to work equally hard for that. And working hard, I believe, should be an habit. See, when I was in 10th standard, I felt that if I work hard for my board exams, then maybe that is the end of it, then the life will be sorted. Then when I reached my 12th PU exams, I felt, okay, maybe this is it, then I'll get a good institute and then things will settle. But graduation, also one had to work hard. When I appeared for my civil services exam, you must have heard the myth that if you appear for IAS exams, you have to study for 14 hours a day. Have you heard of it? It's not a myth. One has to study that hard. And then I thought, okay, now that I have cleared this IAS exam, I can live happily ever after. But no. Today, for this taxation law, you heard when the compeer announced that I am the Commissioner for Commercial Taxes. When I work for administration of tax rules, I have to study and to read about the laws as much, and those many hours which I used to study for my exams. So it should be a habit, right? And once you and this is the right time to cultivate this habit. This is the perfect time to cultivate the habit of working hard. Work hard and enjoy even harder. But working hard should always be our habit. Today you are here graduating from the prestigious university. You will be selecting different paths. Some of you would be taking up higher studies. Some of you will be taking up different streams of profession. Please select what interests you, what you have passion for. And when you work towards that, it will be a great pleasure because your job is going to be a major part of your life, an important aspect of your life. So this is the correct time when you can make those kind of decisions. There is another thing which we see in youngsters today, fear of criticism. When we try to take some decision, what will they say? What will they think? Nobody has seen this day. Even till today, I have not seen this day. But they are a very powerful group. They kill our enthusiasm. They kill our motivation. Never be fearful of criticism. Never be fearful of failures. One will fail. On the path ahead, we will fail. All of us will face failures. We have faced it. But you will only come out stronger from all of this. Today, your formal education may be ending, but the learning will continue. So, never fear criticism. I'm so happy to see so many girls here. Lovely girls are there. And I think you are more than 50% of the crowd today. So nice to see. And when I was PU board commissioner, our pass percentage, our enrollment, everything tilted towards the girls. And it's very nice to see. But I sincerely plead, please don't drop out. Please join our workforce. Going forward, women have made such remarkable contribution. When I was BMTC MD, I have seen lady drivers. You will not believe even I have driven a bus, right? And today I am commercial tax commissioner. I see these all young commercial tax officers who go and stand in the midnight on the road trying to stop any truck which is illegally running around, and they go to the shops and pull their shutters down if they have not paid their tax. In fact, recently one incident when a lady officer was asking for the production of documents and dealer was not cooperating, she picked up the CPU and brought it to her office. Such wonderful ladies making remarkable contribution to our society. Please don't drop out. You have it in you. With little bit support from your parents, with family, you will tread the path very beautifully. They are balancing their personal and work life very well, and you will do it too. And with that, I will end my address because I'm sure you are wanting to go back to your families and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, I'm sure your speech has motivated each one of us to dream closer to our goals. Our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Father Paulachandi, has deciphered the importance of education for life. May I now call upon our Honorable Chancellor to make his presidential remarks.
Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Mrs. Shika IAS, Reverend Dr. Abraham, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Reverend Dr. Joe Cisi, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Anil Joseph Pino, the Registrar, Reverend Dr. Biju, the Director, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, the Dean on campus, faculty members, parents, and new graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed my great privilege and honor to be part of this convocation ceremony of Christ Deemed to be University, BGR campus. At the very outset, may I congratulate all the new graduates. We have a special reason to be congratulated because you have gone through a lot of struggle in the last 2 years, especially in a very unprecedented, historic pandemic, COVID-19. So let's give them a round of applause to all the new graduates. It is indeed a difficult time for your beloved parents and all your dear ones. They do have all the reason to be happy and proud of you because they stood with you in this critical time of pandemic. For the university family, especially for the administration and staff, it has been a new learning, a new way of being a university with a difference. Christ University rose to that occasion. It was a guiding light and benchmark for many institutions during this period of COVID-19. But despite all the challenges, the latest national surveys certify that Christ University has become one of the most preferred universities in the country, with its strategic learning process, high impact research and publications, quality placements, world-class infrastructure, compassionate social outreach, and finally, high-profile national institutional ranking. This has been made possible through the visionary leadership of Reverend Dr. Abraham CMI, the Honorable Vice Chancellor. Let's give him a round of applause. BGR campus has made a big breakthrough with its unique and innovative courses and teaching learning process. Congratulations to Reverend Dr. Biju, the Director, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, the Dean, and the faculty members and supporting staff of this campus. Beloved graduates, today you move from School of Sciences or Social Sciences, Commerce and Management to School of Life, School of Career and Profession. When you say you are from Christ, the world expects something unique from you, a unique selling proposition, that is Christ-like character. To fly high in life, you need two wings of Christ, excellence and service. About Christ, it is written, how well he does everything. Mark 7:37. No man ever spoke like this man. John 7:46. Christites have a unique DNA of excellence in all what they do. Most of you must have been placed or must have made some breakthrough in one of the institutions, either in India or abroad. Remember, sitting a throne is 1,000 times harder than winning one. Sitting a throne or keeping your job is 1,000 times harder than winning one. Hence, be faithful in little things. Think professional, look professional, and act professional. You may be excellent, but you may not be relevant unless you have the second wing of Christ, that is, service. Ability without availability is a liability. When you reach the top, you should remember to send the elevator back down for others. When you reach the top, you should remember to send the elevator back down for others. Like Christ, you shall be good news to the poor. Truly I say to you, as you did it one of the least of my brothers, you did it to me. Matthew 25:40. Through the Center for Social Action, you have been oriented to think and act with the poor and act for the poor. The world knows that you are a true Christite only when you feed the hungry, empower the weak and the poor, welcome a stranger, give a helping hand to the old people, clothe the naked, fight for the cause of the poor, and taking care of your common home, Mother Earth. Happy people are helping the people who are less fortunate. Jesus Christ went about doing good and became good news to the poor. St. Kuriakos Elias Chaura, the founder of CMI congregation, has stated, "Let there be no day in your life in which you did no good to others." Let's also apply the talisman said by the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Recall the face of the poorest and the weakest man or woman whom you have seen and ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him or her. Let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and glorify God. And you may be proud of your parents, your teachers, and your alma mater. Be careful what you wish, for it may come true. May I wish all of you graceful days and joyful life. Thank you.
Christ University has a vibrant alumni foundation, ably led by Mr. Jugno Oberoi, student from the first batch of Christ in 1969. His team works tirelessly to keep each outgoing Christite connected to the university. May I now request Mr. Jugno Oberoi, the President of the Christ University Alumni Foundation, to felicitate the graduates.
By God, too many speakers for my graduation day. When will this fat guy be over so that we can click pictures with our batchmates and parents? Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking way back in my campus during my graduation too. Only that time we took black and white camera pictures while our batchmates were all guys. Unfortunately, it was not a co-ed college in my time. Why today, you have these charming ladies dressed in their best Indian look just back from the beauty parlor, and that too, you take colored pictures. Jealous? Yes, I am. That's why when I met Bishop Father Carrier, the principal who introduced co-ed in Christ in 1980s, I asked him, why were the fathers so harsh with us that we had an all-boys college? Plus, that's why I had to go across the seas to find my own better half. Father smiled and replied, Jugno, during your time and the batches after you, we found the attendance going down in classes while the visits to the gates of Mount Carmel's and Jyoti Nivas colleges was going up. So we fathers thought it best to bring them into Christ. Now, let me rush back to my formal, boring few hours of address. Otherwise, Dean Jyoti will find me for spoiling for today's decorum. My good friend, the learned Chancellor, Dr. Reverend Father Paul, guest of honor, Ma'am Shikaji, our Vice Chancellor, the Honorable Colonel from the Indian Armed Forces, Father Dr. Abraham, who has led his battalion of students so well during the pandemic to ensure that each one of you can reach the graduation, be it through it online or offline. My fellow alumni, the popular Pro-Vice Chancellor, Father Jose, the polished gentleman in Register Anil, every Christite's enemy in controller of examination, Praveen, who refuses to give us even a single grace marks, respected deans, HODs, faculties, proud parents, invitees, and above all, the eye of today's apple, my fellow graduating Christites. My namaskaram, walaikum salam, sat sri akal, and a very good afternoon to one and all. This day, you have received some great advice from speakers before me, and I urge you to keep that in mind. Let me, now as your senior, add a small bit to their thoughts. You are fortunate that you have graduated from one of the finest universities in the country. While on its teaching and principle, I wish to remind you of two small aspects in life which we tend to forget, that we are Indians first, and we must uplift our culture. Yes, do celebrate later this evening by partying with your friends and batchmates. A glass of beer or wine is most welcome also and deserved for putting the hard work you have done in this last 15 years plus to reach today's function. But please, before that, go home. Thank the old couple as you youngsters address your dear parents. Carry a rose, a chocolate, or take their blessings and thank them for walking the distance with you. Give them a jadoo ki jappi, or just say, thank you, Ma and Pap. My fellow Christites, I do not remember if I have said these two words to my parents, and even today long to do so. But unfortunately, fate has separated us. Let history not be repeated with you. Do recall how just at a drop of a hat, you asked your dear mother to wake you up at 4 a.m. to study for a test. The poor lady tosses and turns the whole night in fear that she will miss the alarm, then wakes up much before with a steaming cup of coffee and tries to keep waking you up. Remember the number of times your dear father has quietly kept away his necessities in order for you to have a better time in your college. Here, my friends, I will leave you my thoughts with a very touching story which I have with me. After his father's death, the son decided to leave his mother at an old age home while he visited her off and on. One day, he received a call from the old age home stating, "Your mother is very serious. Please come and visit her." The son rushed to the old age home and found that his mother was in a dying state. He asked her, "Ma, what can I do for you now?" She replied, "Please, son, can you install some fans in this home as there are none? Can you also put a fridge for the betterment of food, as many a times I have slept hungry without food?" The son was rather surprised and asked her, "Ma, while you were here, you never complained, but now that you have just a few hours left, you telling me all this. Why, Mom?" With tears in her eyes, she replied, "It's okay, dear. I have managed to bear the heat and hunger and the pain, but I fear when your children will put you here, you will not be able to bear it." My Christites, this is every parent who, even in their last breath, will always remember you. Therefore, why don't we give them the true love and respect they deserve? In the same tone, our scriptures tell us that we bow to our gurus first, then the Lord above. These faculties have shared with you all their wealth of knowledge. And no money in this world can buy this. If it was so, each one of us would have been a Bill Gates or an Iron Murthy. They ask nothing in return, but look forward to your visit one day to tell them the plant they have watered has borne fruits. In the lighter tone, coming back to your alumni association, I hope you have registered in our alumni webpage, as it will keep you in touch with the happenings at the campus. Remember, always we Christites are actual owners of this fine campus. These men in white are only our caretakers. It's our voice outside the campus which is heard and respected. Thereby, do talk highly of your second home. We have a lot of alumni events, WISE, the Scholarship for the Needy Christites, Fun Fiesta for the staff and faculties, medical camps for the entire campuses. 26 January is always the family day and celebrated at all our campuses. Do join any of these events. Recently, I have introduced the Parent-Child Association, where an alumni can adopt a fellow student from the first year and guide him or her as a parent, be it in studies, internship, placements. It costs us nothing, max, maybe 30 minutes in a week on any social media to help the student to become a better and successful Christite. Please do mail your faculty and offer your service, and in turn, they will allocate a student to you. Time today is not with me, or I could go on and on before I bid you farewell. Would like to share a poem which my late father gave me at my graduation, for even today I read it when I am in trouble. He called it an odd philosophy of life. Man comes into this world without his consent, leaves it against his will, while on earth he is misguided and misunderstood. In infancy, he is an angel. In boyhood, he is a devil. And in manhood, he is a fool. If he has a wife and child, he is a chum. And if he is a bachelor, he is inhuman and mean. If he enters a public house, he is a drunkard. If he stays out of it, he is a miser. If he is poor, he has no brains. If he is rich, he had all the luck in the world and is a crook. If he goes to the temple, he is a hypocrite. If he stays away, he is a sinner. If he gives for charity, it is for advertisement. If he does not, he is stingy. When he comes into this world, everybody wants to kiss him. Before he leaves the world, everybody wants to kick him. If he dies young, he had a great future. If he lives to a ripe old age, everybody hopes he has made a will. It is therefore impossible to please everybody. So do your duty and be fearless. Use your common sense, which is so uncommon. And if you make mistakes, it is better than doing nothing. Hence, keep smiling. Nobody wants to hear the troubles about yourself. They have tons and wagon loads of their own. Signing off, I say, Mere dost, kabhi alvida mat kehna. Remember, the gates of Christ University are always open to it. Godspeed, God bless, Jai Hind.
Now that's what we call a splendid and ever-surviving Christite spirit. This occasion is also to cherish and reminiscence the time that you have spent in the university. As you walk out of the gateways of this institution, rest assured that you will be missed. I now present our student representative, Ms. Shilpita GR, to felicitate the graduates and the university.
A very happy afternoon, everyone. Stephen Colbert once said, "You're about to start the greatest improvisation of all, with no script, no idea what's going to happen, often with people in places you've never seen before. And you're not in control. So say yes. If you're lucky, you'll find the right places and people who will say yes back." Quote unquote. We're truly fortunate enough to have Christ deemed to be university welcoming us to this prestigious university a few years back. Since then, the management has undoubtedly provided us with numerous opportunities to explore our talents and has catered to our holistic development. It's truly an honor as I stand before on behalf of the graduating batch 2022 to extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has made this day possible. Today marks the achievement of a milestone in our journey. But remember, a milestone never shows the distance that we have already traveled. It always shows the distance that is yet to be traveled. With that being said, I would like to record my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor, Father Paul, Father Abraham VM, Vice Chancellor, Father Joe CC, Pro Vice Chancellor, Father Biju KC, Director, and Dr. Jyoti Kumar, Dean, Christ deemed to be University, BGR Campus. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the entire management for being the pillars of strength and stability despite the times of uncertainty. Today, as we wake up, being hopeful and confident about our learnings, A large part of that is due to the encouragement and constant support that we have received from our department heads and the faculty members. Teachers, you have all been the greatest role models of perseverance and resilience. Thank you for making this experience very comfortable on both online and offline medium. We truly appreciate that you took an extra mile to aid our learning experience even when we were stuck between the walls of helplessness. In these 3 years, we might have all faced some issues related to technical support, attendance, biometrics, examination, and the list continues. But it would be nearly impossible without the assistance and guidance from the non-teaching and housekeeping staff. Thank you all for facilitating a smooth passage throughout our time here. The most memorable, recreational, and vibrant part of these years were the ones during fests, events, and cultural programs. Students rushing to the quadrangle during the Colors Week, the discipline committee blocking us from exiting the auditorium while we witnessed some spectacular events like Darpan, Nritta, Blossoms, and Magnificat. The student council preparing informative, yet engaging and interactive stalls for Daksh. CSA, CAPS paving their way back, helping students discover their inner potentials. We have all been nothing but truly grateful for all the student associations, the student council body, the cultural teams for their sustained efforts to make our graduating year a delightful one. It's moments like this that make our journey worthwhile, as we see our proud faces of our parents. It's moments like this that they cherish in their hearts, mind, and memories. I would take this opportunity to thank our parents and family members for creating a safe environment and for holding our hands during all phases of our life. Today, as we mark end as graduates and step out to a world of new experiences and opportunities, we make a lifetime promise to excel, commit, and serve. It wouldn't be possible to be here commemorating this beautiful occasion without the students themselves. The graduates are the ones who kept up the Christite spirit and ethos of this university high. It's important that I congratulate the graduating batch, not just for securing a degree, but for expressing true empathy and compassion towards one another. I'm sure each one of us here agrees when I say, once a Christite, forever a Christite. As much as we miss the campus, I'm sure the corridors, classrooms, library, ICH, Nandini, and Mingos will never see these well-recognized faces again. Campus life wouldn't have been as memorable without these hangout spots where we laughed, gossiped, posed for a picture, completed our CIAs, and at times broke down finishing our dissertation. As I come towards the end, I believe that this graduating batch will remain true to its profession, remain ethical in our upcoming ventures, generate new knowledge, and pass it on to our younger generation who will fill the seats that once we filled. Being the torch bearers as of right now, wearing robes and very deserving certificates, I'm positive that it has been placed in the right hands. With that, I wish everyone all the very best for your upcoming endeavors. Thank you, one and all.
Now we shall have the University Choir render the farewell song.
Spirit of God, come
With the beautiful impact of this song, with the permission of the Chancellor, I have the pleasure of declaring the convocation ceremony closed. As we come to the close of the ceremony, I request Professor Renu Elizabeth, Head, Department of English and Cultural Studies, Bangalore, Bannerghatta Road Campus, to propose a note of gratitude. Good afternoon to all our esteemed guests here with us today. At the end of this August convocation ceremony, it is my duty and my pleasure to thank everyone here for your presence, motivation, and guidance to all our students. First and foremost, let me thank the Chancellor of the University, Dr. Father Paul Achandi, whose calm guidance has enabled the university and its academic community in immeasurable ways. I am immensely grateful to the chief guest of the solemn occasion, Mrs. C. Shika IAS, who took time out to walk this generation of graduating students through. We could not have asked for a better motivator and exemplar for our outgoing students. I request the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham VM, to honor her with a token of our appreciation. I thank our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham VM, who's been a constant support and lighthouse that enabled the university and its students to weather the storms we faced in the last few years. I thank the Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Joe Ceci, the Registrar, Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, the Controller of Examinations, Dr. Johnny Joseph, the Office of Examinations team at this campus, HODs and all faculty members, and the Alumni President, Mr. Jignu Roy, for their contribution to this ceremony. I would like to thank the Director of the Bangalore Bannerghatta Road Campus, Dr. Father Biju Casey, and the Dean, Dr. Jyoti Kumar, who have been creatively leading this campus and have meticulously planned this special event for all of us. Our heartfelt gratitude to the University Choir, NCC cadets and officers, SWO volunteers, administrative staff, support staff, ASC Center and College Military Band, and the MC, Dr. Bindi Vargas, for making this day what it is. We place on record our deep appreciation and gratitude to the parents who have trusted us and collaborated with us in making their children and wards worthy recipients of the degrees awarded today. Your sacrifice and support have made this day possible for today's graduates. Congratulations to all students here who negotiated academics, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, and life itself to achieve and arrive at this moment of recognition and celebration. You have done it, and this is just one step onto the long road that you will travel. Do your best, never forget to stop and rest, and also do come back to us to return what you received in education, guidance, support, and of course discipline to your juniors here at the Bangalore Bannerghatta Road campus of yours. Once again, I thank everyone present here for being with us, with our students, and to make this occasion a moment befitting its promise and grandeur. Thank you and Godspeed. Thank you, ma'am. I request all to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Kindly remain standing as the dignitaries leave the auditorium. We have the registrar leading the procession of the days with the national flag, followed by the coordinator, Office of Examinations with the university flag, the Honorable Chancellor, our chief guest for the day, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, the deans, and the heads of the departments. Please be seated. This great institution laid its foundation on strong core values, and now it's your turn, and the good news is you are ready. When your journey seems too hard, and when you run into the chorus of cynics with challenges, you might say to yourself, yes, I can.